It's a team to the M to the C to the H. It's the best podcast all over the place. Too many co-hosts have not body bags. 6 feet under, will you never be found? Step to on your M, don't ride, face down.
Making fun of milk podcast.
Another one?
True
Yeah.
milk haters. Leave a like and a comment if you're a true milk hater.
Hold on, I don't think we can do this. We have too many co-hosts.
But yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah. Stop the show, everyone.
Yeah.
There's just too many.
Settle it down. Too many.
We gotta start picking them off. And
Yeah.
Dallas, I think it's your time.
yeah. We got ban each of one at a time now.
Just slowly whittle down the pod.
Did you all
I'll go
decide to put
first.
ND in your name for November Down? Is that
I
what's
mean,
happening?
we
here?
didn't decide it. Dallas did it for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like a very Dallas thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I may
Yeah,
be,
we didn't get a decision in this.
yeah.
It's very
I
big on
may be involved.
killing uniqueness.
So I have a proposal. Once we get to 100 co-hosts, we do some type of like Bachelor-esque picking off Survivor.
I was going to say,
Episode.
you know, we can go down you could go down like the reality game route, or you could go down like the Squid Game route, something like that. If you want to, you know,
Oh yeah,
really
do it.
the production
Community
out.
co-host Squid Game.
Yeah, every 10
Yeah,
minutes, co-hosts get bumped off until the end of the episode.
We get
You know,
Dave,
we did-
get Dave to shoot the co-host that lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did a fun version, like a computer version of that, where we did the Hunger Games one, where we put
Oh,
all our
yeah, yeah.
names in and
Oh,
like kill
we
each
can
other.
totally do an updated
Yeah.
version of that and see
Yeah.
all of our names in the Hunger Games simulator. That'd be so good. Well, anyway, welcome to 2 Minute Co-hosts. I'm your co-host, Dallas Outsider, and today we have our co-host Gypsy.
That's not. I refuse. Do it again.
We have our co-host GD Gypsy.
Close enough. Hi, it's Gypsy, but that's fine.
We have our co-host Milk.
Hello, hello.
We have co-host Alex.
Hello?
Co-host Brock.
Hello.
And our new co-host, we have co-host Olli.
I was mute. I heard nothing.
Yeah.
Same.
Hey,
Nice.
speak to us.
Wait, did you
I
just
tried-
melt it to mess with us?
Oh, there he is. Okay, cool. So Ollie, in your band, in your pop rock band, November Down, who's your favorite guitarist of the group?
Probably Alex Lintz, I'd have to say.
Thank you, guys.
God damn. I'm
That's
not saying I'm not saying you guys should pick favorites, but you know, you're in my podcast.
Yeah, but you're in our band, so like,
I'm as much a ghost.
I guess you got me there. Yeah.
No, there's only one favorite.
Mm.
I know I'm a down guitarist. That will always be Mark Ferguson.
Yeah. Not to be a narcissist or anything, but I think I myself might be my favorite member of the band, mostly because I prefer September over November. It's just because it should have put in September down. Like,
Well,
Come on.
to be fair, like I didn't get to make the decision on the band name. Like the band existed before me, I guess.
okay, what
Um,
is
Didn't you just recently join the band and you're already shitting on it? Like, what the fuck?
He started to feel
No.
comfortable. We told
He
him
wants to
that, like,
change the name of the
passed the
band.
audition,
Yeah.
and
yeah?
as soon as we said like, "Oh, you passed the test," he was like, "Yeah," and just I like turned around and really get flipped as the bird, and that was it.
Think of
Yeah.
how many songs are out there with September in a name. Now think of how
I
many
can
songs
think
are out there with November in a name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's the
I
whole
mean,
thing.
you're
We're
cornering the
cornering
market.
the market. Ah,
Yeah, nobody
Well-
remembers November 11th.
Well, they're about to.
Well, that's Remembrance Day, so we never.
Yeah,
lest we forget.
and also, like,
FBI agent listening. I'm not planning terrorist.
also, one thing is that like one of the biggest songs that mentions September is talking about the fact that they don't want to experience September, which is "Wake Me Up When September Ends."
Mm.
Yeah.
But there's
all
also
publicity is good publicity. So
But
September's
also-
still winning.
also, do you remember the 21st night of September?
That's December.
Oh
No, it's
shit!
September.
No, it is.
Is
No,
it
no, you're gaslighting me. God damn
No, it's because I always get that.
it. Yeah, actually
always-
convince me first.
It's because I get it mixed up occasionally in my mind with a What a Night by
Frankie
Frank
Valley.
Valley and the Four Seasons. Thank you, Alex.
Yeah. Well, they actually did a December version. The Earth,
They
Wind,
probably
and Fire
have to.
band. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
It was like a Christmas theme type of thing.
Yeah, I'd assume it was a Christmas thing. It would just be weird if
Look.
they just like changed it to whatever month they were in. I don't know.
They
Maybe
can
it
just do
would.
that for every month, really.
You're
Yeah.
gonna have to do an American Thanksgiving album. All right, Thanksgiving
with-
market has
yeah.
not been cornered yet for music.
The 21st night of November. Do you remember the 31st night of October? Do you remember the first night of January?
Yeah, we could. I'm trying to think of like what holidays we can corner the market on for November. We've got
Do you
Remembrance
remember the 6th night of January?
Day.
Congratulations, Dallas. You can sing songs.
I honestly think November just exists so like Halloween and Christmas aren't like touching dicks at all.
Actually, you know,
But then the Nightmare Before Christmas came out, and they do anyway.
Yeah.
see, they
Tim Burton,
marketed
that son of a bitch.
they marketed that movie very well because you can watch that in October, November, and December.
Yeah, most people do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, if you can corner 3 months of the year, that's pretty decent for like a seasonal film.
Yeah. You just gotta put all the holidays in into one movie.
Okay, now in what's the word? In support of November, there's the movie November Man. So
Yeah.
is that? Yeah.
You
What's
could.
November
I think the thing you'd want to try and do if you could.
Yes, that's the one where Pierce Brosnan plays like a not 007 agent.
Totally not
That-
007.
Bear with me. Like, I think the ideal thing you'd want to do for a film, and I say this as a film, someone with a film degree, is, which means fuck all, but it's a film degree, is you've got to make a film that doesn't combine Halloween and Christmas, like Night Before Christmas. Don't get me wrong, it's good. You get that. You get like watch it in October, watch it in December, and you might as well watch it in November. You need to find a film that you can combine Halloween and Easter, because then you've got 2 polar points of the year and you can just kind of ride out, hopefully, between them all. I think that's the ideal one, or any 2.6 months apart. But so like you could do maybe like a New Year's Eve Canada Day combination. I don't know how you do that film, but
Yeah.
Well, here's how you do it. You dress up as a rabbit, right? And people can just dress up like rabbits normally on Halloween, and they could do it for Easter.
Mhm.
And also, you can
Wait,
even have sexy women dress up as the Playboy. It's like a whole thing. You can do it.
I mean,
what-
Gypsy, I feel like you're being a bit biased at the moment with the avatar that you've chosen.
This is no. This is no. This is an otter weasel mix. This isn't a rabbit.
Tell that to the ears.
How dare you?
I feel like any Jesus Christ movie has it pretty close with going with
Well, that's
Christmas
the
and
thing. Like,
Easter.
if you only if you do the full biopic, otherwise you're going to go one or the other.
The documentary.
Yeah.
Of Jesus.
hold on. What about the movie Love Actually? It ends in December, but doesn't it start like way earlier in the year?
It starts in like September-ish, I think.
Okay.
Like late August, September. 'Cause
Mm.
yeah. But like it would be really weird to watch it like along the timeline. Like you just watch like 5 minutes every couple of days. That would be an awful podcast.
That's
That
like
would-
the waterboarding of Christmas movie.
the Chinese water source is just a drip. Okay.
Yeah.
Occasional drip.
Who here votes that we make Dallas do it? Just next year, just experience this torture live on YouTube, 5 minutes a day.
Well,
Absolutely not.
there's a podcast. This is a great podcast, and I do recommend like go and listen to it if you get the chance. Called "The Worst Idea of All Time" with 2 New Zealand comedians who watched the film Grown Ups 2 once a week, every week for a year, and review it 52
Oh.
times.
Wasn't there someone? Oh man,
That's horrible.
There
And
is
then
a
They did it
There's
again with. Sorry, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say there's a similar podcast, Till Death Do Us Blart, where a bunch similar in the concept.
It
but
was
execution's
inspired.
different.
It was inspired by, and they've done like some crossovers before. Like the guys Guy Montgomery and Matt, they were on Till Death Do Us Blart. But like this would be like the reverse of it, rather than filling your year with the film as much as possible. You just drag out the viewing of a film every year.
Yeah.
That's the
Which-
best
which-
podcast name though. Till Death Do Us Blart. Oh my god.
It's brilliant. I mean, I don't know the quality of the podcast, but the quality of the podcast name, incredible.
Mhm.
I mean, it involves McElroy, so I'm sure it's pretty good.
Oh, it is a McElroy thing, isn't it?
Yeah, McLaporte. I always mess up their name, but yes, it's two of them, I believe, along with somebody else.
Nice. Hey, speaking of singing, I gotta do a little song for you guys.
Ooh,
It's an apology section of the episode, so
Yeah.
I just gotta pull up my.
Dallas inappropriately sent me a picture of his dick one time.
Okay, so this
It
is
wasn't even that big, so it was a real disappointment.
did he call it the early worm? Since you're a bird now.
He called it the early bird gets the worm.
Okay. So yeah, this
I
is
like
my.
how your blur is censoring out your face as you go to do it.
Yeah, I'm
No
keeping my
screenshot.
identity. I'm keeping my identity hidden.
You're like the fucking you're like Cyberpunk 2077. You're just like glitching.
I try to like lower my voice by an octave too to hide
Yeah.
my voice.
Oh yeah, like one of those like crime like shows or whatever.
Really
Like,
wants
his
to
identity is
apologize, but he really wants to apologize.
They'd be
but he's
like, "What
still
the fuck did he
admits
do?"
protecting.
Yeah, and anonymous apologies are so genuine.
You don't know who I am, but I'm sorry anyway.
I fucked
Anyway,
it in a really nondescript way.
okay. So this is dedicated to. There's a couple of names on here that aren't in the podcast at the moment, but this will be dedicated to them anyway. This is my the Dallas Outsider Too Many Co-hosts apology video. Here we go.
We can't even hear the playing.
I
He
think I
doesn't
might
get
be
picked up
wait,
on
hold on.
Discord at all.
This is just like doing drum lessons on Zoom. Can't hear the transients.
Dallas, you need to record this like separately so that it gets actually picked up, because it will not get picked up on Discord. It only picks up voices.
Well, anyway, I'm just gonna
Just use push to talk and hold the push.
actually
Yeah.
hold it.
No, like I'm pretty sure CRISPR just takes it off, or Crisp. I mean, just takes it off anyway. That's the like background noise thing that
Okay, I
Discord
just
uses.
opened up Minecraft. Okay, anyway, so here.
Common occurrence. Don't you get when you're trying to apologize for allegations and you open up Minecraft?
It's right. It's like the Minecraft like application is right in between the OBS and Discord on my.
I'm sorry to all those kids I tried grooming. Oh, open up Minecraft. My bad.
All right. Here we go. Here's the apology video. Welcome to the show. Too many co-hosts. It's the only show with the most. Now it's time for the allegations topic. Take a seat, cause this song's gonna be epic. Sorry for being absent that one time and forgetting how to rhyme with words. Emma hates it here and she made it very clear. Lime is drinking again. Oh dear. Gypsy, I'm sorry if you had to witness all of this. And for the rest of the co-hosts, take a piss. I'm sorry for that one Reddit comment, even though I 100% still stand by the comment. And I'm sorry for episode 40. Sandwiches at a cheap price, satisfactory. Well, if this song is going long, then I'm also sorry. Now let's enjoy this podcast. That will forever be my core memory. All right, thank you.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
That was awful.
The 25% of it I heard was beautiful.
I like that. I like that sometimes when you're talking, it would pick up like a little bit of the playing, just a tiny bit.
Just like hints.
I think you got some competition for lead vocals there. Like Like I know we're already kind of a band of vocalists, but like I think the other three of us have sort of been
You
blown
know,
out of the water.
I can actually sing. It's just I'd rather not.
I'm aware.
I'm not
No,
saying.
guys,
I think
please, I can sing. Please believe me.
Type it out.
guys, I swear I can swear. But no, it just makes it funnier if I sing terribly. So, but
It's ironic, guys.
Convenient.
so anyway, Ollie, what's your thoughts about PB&J sandwiches?
Fucking love them. I had my first PB&J sandwich in the passenger seat of a car somewhere in Delaware.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got really excited to try it, so I bought all the materials and then realized I was living in a car at the time. So
Because I need to confirm that like in the UK there's like almost no such thing as that.
no, not at all, not at all. Like we are aware of it, but it's like a very American thing. So
Mhm.
most people do it. Or they'll be like, it's jam, not jelly, even though they are actually two separate things. But that's a whole other thing.
Mhm.
I do have a lot of very strong thoughts on PB&Js. I fucking love them. In fact,
Did anyone ever tell you the difference between jelly and jam?
yeah,
All right.
Started.
I'll let you do it. I'll let you,
Which
He knows. He
is,
knows. As long
You
as
do it.
someone knows
Go
what
on.
I'm doing,
say it.
I actually
Say
don't
it.
know.
say it. Oh, Dallas, you don't know?
No.
So the difference is I can't jelly my dick in your ass.
Try harder.
Goddamn.
But yeah, I fucking love the PB&J. Fucking love it. I don't go fancy with it. Some people are like, oh, we can go bougie, we can go bougie. No, I want grape jelly, I want Wonder Bread, and I want like the cheapest smooth peanut butter possible.
Mhm.
I don't want to go bougie with it.
See, my perfect PB&J sandwich is probably like a sourdough or rye kind of bread with Jif peanut butter and apricot jam.
Well, see, you're just wrong, clearly.
Yeah,
Well, that's just
exactly.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
See,
No, don't
come on.
support him. Don't encourage him.
I will.
Don't
Hey,
encourage the perversion. Like, I love people to live their own lives, but for
at
a
least
month so on, like, put yourself away.
at least I didn't
Yeah.
talk about my.
Dallas, Pride Month is over. We don't want you.
It's the LGBT PB&J. Yeah, that's right. That's the community I'm part of.
Yeah,
Have you ever heard of a fluffernutter?
yeah, that's just melted marshmallow, right?
Yeah, it's marshmallow fluff and peanut butter.
Hmm.
It's a big thing in like Boston. People do it with honey as well.
It tastes
Uh,
fucking killer.
No, there's a big thing in the UK for like that equivalent of sandwich that you'd have as like a kid and as like comfort thing. Other than just like having a jam sandwich would probably be Nutella. Like Nutella's like amazing.
Nutella came like
What's that?
not to like 10 years ago, and it was like became popular here eventually.
My dad worked for the company that made Nutella for a bit. He worked for Ferrero, and it was great because he literally worked at a chocolate factory, and so he would just come home with like this massive bag of experimental chocolates. It was wonderful.
Mm.
Put on a fraction of weight.
Are you telling me that like Nutella is different in the UK though? Like
No,
you have.
Crave is different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Crave Crave is hazelnut. It's like filled with Nutella in the UK, the standard, and then you can get like a normal chocolate version. I'm really hoping this podcast doesn't have a big UK audience because I feel like I'm talking like with an air of authority about my home country, and people will be like, "Oh, you're wrong. That's different. I had a different experience of this land."
Actually,
The person at 5 minutes and 23 seconds in the video is patently wrong. You see,
I've had those people call me out on things when I've like talked about my personal experience on a couple of other things. People have been like, "Well, actually, that wasn't how I felt." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine," but like, God damn it, I wasn't talking about all of it.
are you comfortable talking about your drug binge before you went on the Funky Moose podcast?
Okay, what?
Fuck you, man. You make saying it before makes it sound like I was doing it right up until the moment, and that's not true. I just accidentally spiked myself with mushrooms and had bad hallucinations for a few days. I wasn't like I don't do mushrooms. I've tried them a few times. I say I don't do them. I have done them, and it never works. It never works well for me. And yeah, it's even worse when you're not really planning
You
on it.
just go to a forest and like pick some mushrooms up. It's like, yeah, this looks quite
No!
delicious.
That's the thing. I don't even like actual mushrooms. Like I hate the taste of them. I think they're disgusting. But
Yeah. I know Dallas is shit posting, but I could almost believe that he would actually think that's how you get illegal mushroom. You just go to the forest, your local forest.
just go to your local forest, get some homegrown, like naturally sourced psilocybin.
Yeah.
Turn right at the druid.
Such an innocent little dude.
I know. Maybe I should try drugs one day.
On the show.
Oh,
Dallas,
maybe.
your love,
That would be
Live
is my
drug.
drug.
that would be an interesting like episode of the podcast. Just like
All right.
every 10 minutes or so, like we just see Dallas rail a different substance.
Every episode's a new drug. So
All right, I'm doing a new illegal drug, and my channel is banned. Nice. All right. Cool. Good.
I don't know. I thought Black Tar Heroin was going to be a hit episode. I don't see why they.
Why is everyone crying?
Shouldn't you just have Ollie do it? He's got a tolerance to most of it.
Yeah.
For legal reasons, the only person that runs this podcast is Dallas. We don't hold any legal responsibility.
For legal reasons, also, this is entirely performance, and everything that you hear said is based on comedic purposes only.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Nothing
right?
is floating
He's
anime
trying to
chat.
get deported.
The views of Ollie do not necessarily represent the views of the entire United Kingdom.
They also don't represent the views of November Down. Dallas does not.
Oh,
If it was my band, I would represent everything I say.
everything I say is on the
If it was my band, I'd bring you all down with me. But since it's not.
Damn.
I just own nothing. It's all Brock. Brock told me to say it. Brock made me do it.
I intimidated them all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The drummer made me do it.
We just need to sell out the November Down as a legal entity to a shell corporation who's just owned by
in the Caymans.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Well, as you all know, Ollie recently moved to Canada not too long ago. I heard you had your how was your first Canada day yesterday?
It's great. Yeah, it was really fun. I spent it with Alex and Brock, watching the Blue Jays absolutely fuck up the baseball, which was nice. And then just doing the great Canadian pastimes of drinking to excess and watching fireworks.
Hell yeah!
I don't think it's uniquely Canadian. I've done that for most of my life in the UK, but it was good. It was good. It rained at some point. I wore this red shirt actually, and it was lovely. It was lovely.
We got
But it is weird.
I was gonna say we got hit by a mini tornado on the patio at Hudson's for a few seconds.
Yeah, I think I chipped my tooth on a bit of grit that came flying at me.
Yeah, I had grit in my mouth like the rest of the day. It was crazy.
Yeah, we had kind of a crazy storm that I think it was the storm that came from Alberta that had a tornado there and then just kind of went over
It's
us
always
too.
the fucking Albertans. It's always the Albertans who bring it.
Well,
For those non-Canadians, Alberta is the source of everyone's problems.
Unless it's Manitoba.
Oh, okay now. Whoa.
I don't know.
Just around.
I don't know. Last time I went to Winnipeg, it's not a lot to see there.
Yeah, but that's okay. I hate it when people say that though. Did you say bro?
They always say Winnipeg. Sorry, you go.
I find that Winnipeg is very similar to Chicago in my
Don't bring
opinion.
Chicago down like that.
Winnipeg actually is used as a double for Chicago in a lot of films. Like that's why Manitoba Music does a lot of business with that, is because it doubles for Chicago, New York, and a couple other cities really well, apparently. Because it still has like the French Quarter in the downtown, still has a lot of really old ass buildings that really do look very kind of like New York metropolitan in certain way kind of thing. Also, the BMO Bank um looks very like a gigantic bank. It's got the big ass Roman columns. Like it's perfect for like a bank robbery scene.
Oh yeah, I did see that actually. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, like they shot like that movie Nobody with Bob Odenkirk. That was I think the
Oh,
most
I still
recent
gotta
one
see
they
that
shot
one.
there. It's pretty good. And then Henry Cavill and Stanley Tucci and Ben Kingsley shot a movie called Night Hunters there last year, 2 years ago. It was shit, but yeah.
Yeah, very few like urban scenes from like major productions, like small productions is a different thing. In the US are actually filmed in like the major cities. Like some things will shoot in LA, so LA tends to play itself, but New York, Chicago, most of the places won't. Most of them will be, yeah, Toronto, Vancouver, Winnipeg. More
It's
recently,
it's such a pain in the ass to shut down traffic in those types of cities. Like
Oh, yeah.
it is, but it's also because it's more expensive, so they just don't. The same reason why, like, if it's set in like the South,
Georgia.
It would just be filmed in Georgia. Doesn't matter where it is, it'll be filmed in Georgia.
well, Manitoba gives out a shitload of tax credits too. Like same with Alberta and like BC as well. Like it's a lot cheaper to shoot for sure because
It's just like like Vancouver and like almost every city in the States where it's like the one place that gets shot for like all this like every scene is like oh, this is Seattle, but it's actually Vancouver.
Yeah, Vancouver never plays itself, which is a great video essay by Tony Joe from a few years ago. But when I was at Cannes Film Festival, not to brag, but I'm going to. A few years ago, I met with like a lot of the heads of film boards for like different countries and talked about their tax breaks. And some of the tax breaks are insane. Like to the point that if you work things in a certain way, you're being paid a shit ton of money to film in that country. Like Georgia, the country of Georgia, not the state of Georgia. There, I met with their director and the director of their film board, and he was like saying, like, yeah, just if you film in Georgia, we'll give you whatever the fuck you want, just bring your business.
That's
Which is pretty cool. Belgium also has a lot of countries like have a waiting list for like requests to like shoot in the film in the country and get like certain like national grants. Belgium cannot give, or at least this is the case for a few years ago, literally could not give away money fast enough. Like if you just applied, you would probably get like you would just get money to make a film.
Should we make should we do
But it
like
doesn't mean you got to go to Belgium, and like I just didn't fancy that.
do you think we should have our first November Down music videos shot in Belgium / Georgia?
oh, my mother would love that. My family is Belgian.
Well, my friends in Tbilisi at the moment, so I could ask him to scout out some stuff in Georgia. But for Belgium, yeah, I'd go to. I've never been to Belgium.
I've never been to Europe or anywhere outside of there, so that'd be a first for me. Oh wow! Look, ooh.
It's a lot easier for you, Ollie, living in like from the UK. Traveling to Europe is much easier.
Yeah,
Where you're at. Or where you
you
were
can
at.
drive 6 hours and still be in the same province here.
Yeah, it's so good.
Hell yeah.
But I think I really want to put you on a test here, Ollie, because I don't think you're a full Canadian yet. So we're gonna put you on the official Too Many Co-hosts Canadian citizen test here. Brought to you by CBC Kids.
All right.
So it's I think it's 9 questions here. I've made sure it was legit and I got 3 out of 9 right. But that doesn't matter. What matters here is Ollie. So these questions are for you, Ollie. And if you get I don't know, majority of them right, then you pass as a legal Canadian citizen.
Michael Bublé can swear me in.
All right, let's. Are you ready for these 9 questions? These are tough, by the way.
I'm fucking ready.
All right, here we go.
You got this.
All right, question 1. The Northwest Territories is home to Canada's largest national park, White Buffalo National Park. It's so big that it stretches from the Northwest Territories into which other neighboring province or territory? Alberta, Nunavut, Yukon, or British Columbia?
I'm gonna say it stretches into. I'm gonna say it stretches into Nunavut.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Good try. Wood Buffalo Park sits right on the border of the Northwest Territories and Alberta.
Fuck.
It's full of amazing
Fucking Alberta.
animals like wolves, moose, and black bears. It's also known for its free-roaming wildwood bison herd.
All right,
No.
Fordham.
No, yeah, I've still got 8 more questions. I've got 8 more chances to stay in this country.
All right, question 2. What animal is on the Canadian 25-cent coin? A moose, a caribou, or an elk?
It's an elk.
Is that your final answer?
Well, hang on. When we say elk, if we mean deer, because elk can mean deer or it can mean moose, depending on where you are. It's not a moose. It's like a deery sort of thing. So, and I don't think it's a caribou. So I'm gonna. What is it though? Would it be considered a caribou or would it be considered an elk? Ah, fuck.
But you said
I deal with
there might be
money
a
all the
difference
time.
between a moose elk or a deer elk, right?
Doesn't matter
yeah,
what it's
But moose is
considered.
already, but moose is on there, so therefore elk might be the latter.
Yeah, I'm gonna say elk.
Okay, is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? It didn't say. Someone. Elk.
Yeah, let's just pull out your fucking wallet. What do you mean?
All right, not quite. It is a caribou.
It is a caribou. Fuck. Yes.
You can tell the difference
I know.
between a caribou, an elk, and a moose by their antlers. Moose have flat, wide antlers. Elk antlers are long with many points coming off them, and caribou antlers make a neat C shape when you look at them from the side.
Well,
A
I know.
reindeer.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
that one blew my mind. I always thought it was a moose. The
No,
whole
it's not
time.
got. It's not got the right sound to be a moose.
Yeah.
Go
Well, I
outside.
don't look at. Well, you
That's
see,
grass.
All right.
I've never seen a moose in my life, so
Oh, they're terrifying.
yeah,
They're huge.
I don't want to look at him.
Moose on the loose. Moose on the loose.
All right, next question. Prince Edward Island has a lot of interesting animals. There are some that live on the island today that are not from there, but were introduced by humans. Which one of these animals was brought to the island? A beaver, a striped skunk, a red squirrel, or a snowshoe hare?
You know, I was really hoping for some history questions or like what stamp is on the flag. I don't know. I'm gonna go for the skunk.
Okay, is that
No,
your
it's not. It's red squirrel.
Ooh, okay, is that your final answer?
Yeah, it is.
Almost. You can find striped skunks over the island today, but they're not
No.
originally from there. Fur farmers introduced them. Eventually, they were turned loose into the wild or escaped on their own.
God damn it.
So,
Yeah, because
Prince Edward Island is very stinky.
All right,
anyone
Tim.
can sort of
You got to get every single one right from here if you want to.
do. I can't believe how badly. I can't believe I'm being made a mug by CBC
See-
kids.
It's hard for me, man. Like, I don't know. Okay, here's our next question. Canada is bordered by how many oceans? 2 oceans, 3 oceans, or 4 oceans?
3: Arctic, Pacific, and Atlantic.
Final answer?
Yeah, I mean, I keep saying yeah with too much confidence at this point, which I have not earned.
Bingo! Canada is bordered by 3 oceans: Atlantic on the east coast, Pacific on the west
Hell
coast,
yeah.
Arctic to the
And
north.
1 out of 4 right.
Woo!
Let's go.
Okay, next question. Which famous tugboat lives in Halifax, Nova Scotia's harbor? Tubby, Theodore, or Theodore 2?
I'm gonna go for Theodore too, but I have no fucking clue.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
All right. Tugging right. It's Theodore 2. Every year, families love to visit Theodore 2, the tugboat in Halifax Harbor, and go for a harbor cruise.
I don't.
Never heard of that.
This is a weird country. I don't think I've moved to the right place.
No, Ollie's
Yeah, I've
starting to regret moving here. All right, next question. True or false? There are sharks in the Bay of Fundy, New Brunswick. True or false?
I think there could be sharks in the Bay of Fundy. Like not fun, not like a cool shark, not like a great white, but like a basking shark or like a wolf shark or something, or a loan shark.
Mm. Yeah, loan sharks.
Did you say
They're
a loan
terrible.
shark?
They don't do taxes. So, true. Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I think true.
All right. Right on. The Bay of Fundy is home to all sorts of sharks, including threshers, macos, port beagles, and there's even a great white spotted there.
Well, I would. Ugh, I don't like sharks. People have tried to like promote sharks recently, being like, "Oh, it's so majestic and wonderful animals." And I don't deny that. I'm sure they're great and important to the environment, but at the same time, fuck being near sharks. The fact
Okay.
that we've seen the film Jaws, the great documentary that it is, and people are still like, you know what, I want to get into a cage that barely protects me and get in the water with sharks.
I've never seen. I actually never seen Jaws.
You've never seen Jaws? Oh,
No.
Come on.
Yes, no.
I
God, you've even
I have
disappointed
I have
Brian.
zero interest with sharks. Okay.
Yeah,
Like
but you should have a major interest in classic cinema at least.
It was just a good movie. I don't. Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
now.
that's what I'm saying. Come on.
I don't know. I'm more of a
Please, Dallas.
more of a uh more of a
Yeah.
comedy
What are you
guy.
more of?
More of a
More
Marvel
just funny
guy.
bits.
More of
More,
a
yeah.
more of a slapstick comedy guy.
Me when I just watched the Three Stooges on repeat. Like, yeah, that's my shit though.
What's the matter with you?
Okay, here's your next question, Ollie. How many provinces? How many provinces?
Robinsons?
Yeah. Good thing
All
this
right.
isn't a lyric. I can't even say it. Never mind. I can't make fun of it. I just fucked up.
Yeah, I know it feels. Okay.
How many provinces?
How many provinces are there in Canada? See if you can name them while you count them out. 9, 10, or 11. Now here's the funny thing. They spelled 9 with like as the word, and then 10, 11 are just numbers.
Well, you got Newfoundland and Labrador, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, PEI, Quebec, Ontario, Alberta, Manitoba, BC, and the great province of Saskatchewan. There's 10, and there's three territories.
Okay, is that your final answer?
Yeah, it's 10, boy. I know that for
You're
a fact.
right. Canada has 10 provinces: British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, Labrador, and Nunavut. Nunavut, Northwest Territories, and Yukon are all territories.
Those are all the like side effects of living in Canada. He just
ask your doctor if you have the case of British Columbia.
Side effects may include Alberta, Nova Scotia.
Side effects may include Alberta. That's so true.
If you find yourself developing a large francophone population, please call the federal government now.
All right, now you're at the second last question. You're on the roll here.
You know, and the medication would be called Ontario. Ask your doctor today if you can be prescribed Ontario.
All right, here's your second
Apply
last question.
topically to Newfoundland.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the last question?
No, this is second last.
Oh, okay.
There we go. When you think of Quebec, you probably think of poutine. But did you know a lot of other things were invented here? Is it here? So I'm guessing this was made in Quebec. Which of these was also invented in Quebec? Is it a mobile snowblower, B, headphones, C, a stapler, or D, crayons?
Now, which of those is the lamest thing that I know that someone from Montreal would brag about? I feel like it's going to be like the mobile snowblower.
Mm.
It feels like something that like you wouldn't like necessarily own or have even seen or definitely haven't never thought about, but like somebody would take pride in the fact that their city or their province was the inventor of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is quite specific.
It is. I'm going for that
But
one.
maybe they're throwing a wrench in the dodgeball suit.
Maybe, but no, I've got to trust my gut with this. It feels like that's
Mhm.
like gas and also.
Okay, so is mobile snowball your final answer?
Yeah.
All right. Correct.
Hooray!
Inventor
Wow.
Arthur Sicard is considered to have invented the mobile snowblower in 1925. It was basically a truck with a snow thrower chute that could throw the snow 27 meters. It wasn't a type of snowblower you could use at home.
See, that seems like something that somebody who's trying to be like really patriotic over a small thing would talk about.
I'll be the
Yeah,
thing
we
that
got the
does throw
snowblower,
snow
baby.
over that way.
I
I
mean,
used to live near a town in the UK called Basingstoke, which is a shit place. It's a shithole. I'm sorry if we have any listeners from Basingstoke, but look outside your window and you'll see what I mean. But on like in there like buses and on like certain like public things, it would talk about like things that like Basingstoke's done for the world and what we're proud of. And one of them is the fact that the wheelie bin, like 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 the trash cans, were invented there. That's it.
nice.
And was
Very
that in
fitting.
Basingstoke or was that in Slough? Two equally shite places.
You know what the tagline could be? The home of
What?
garbage.
That's so true. That would be amazing. All right. Now to our final question. You have one question left to pass as a Canadian citizen.
Yeah, you got 4 right and 3 wrong, which means this is the one.
Yeah.
All right. This is your final question. What is Canada's national summer sport?
Oh,
Baseball?
it's lacrosse.
I didn't even
It's lacrosse. It's the whole thing. Like people
Is
always
it
like,
A,
actually.
baseball, B, soccer, C, lacrosse, or D, golf?
It's lacrosse. Because
Is this your $1 million question final answer?
It is, yeah.
Do you need a hotline? We have hotlines, by the way. You can call a friend.
You get a one friend, but they're not Canadian, so they don't actually know the answer.
Yeah, call
Friend from the
my
UK.
dad. Well,
Yeah, you should call either Gypsy or Milk.
Yeah, it's 5 in the
What's
morning
in
in the
Gypsy,
UK.
you
But call my dad. Dad, what the fuck is the summer sport of Canada? I don't know. But yeah, no, it's lacrosse.
All right, that's your $1 million final answer.
Yes.
You got it. It's lacrosse, which was the first played by
Congrats.
First Nations. Hockey is Canada's national winter sport.
Yeah, because basically a lot of people, if you say like, what's the national sport of Canada, people say ice hockey. And you'll get people who are always like, actually, did you know that it's not actually ice hockey, it's lacrosse? And it's like, well, you're actually both right and wrong, but one of you is both cunt. So I'll say to people who say ice hockey.
All right, welcome to Canada, pal.
You can now
Or
live.
bud, sorry. Welcome to Canada, bud.
Also, I do need to quickly apologise to people. I've just double checked. I do need to apologise to people of Basingstoke. I was wrong about what I said about your town. It's still a shithole. You just didn't invent the wheelie bin. That was Slough, which is equally a shithole. There are a lot of shitholes in the UK, but there's shitholes in special, unique ways. Just boring. Too boring.
So that was the part 1 quiz, but I cannot find part 2 for the life of me. It must be a lost media type of thing, or they just straight up didn't make a part 2.
I never expected anyone to beat part 1.
CBC Kids wasn't ready for me.
Yeah.
And then now you got to go to what is it? CBC Teenagers.
Well, welcome to the country, Ollie. I'm glad you.
I'm happy to be here.
If you lost, we were just gonna straight up deport you, but
There's been like a customs and immigration officer outside my front door for the entirety of this podcast, waiting for the
So
call.
this is this is
Yeah, all the
the
allegation of like terrorism and stuff all worked out and stuff. Like,
all right. I'm gonna apply for a British citizen test here. So
Ooh, the reverse. Let's go.
I'd love to see if you guys can get
All
anything
right.
about.
I'm gonna need help with this, guys. So like
Oh,
everyone but
hey, let
Ollie.
me- Let me.
Okay.
Have you found one? Have you found one?
Now, here's the important thing: is this going to be a quiz that existed before the Queen died or after?
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
That's a good
Alice,
question.
if whoever you
QD
answer,
or after a QD?
as long as you're smug enough, Dallas, you'll answer correctly. I think is the way it works.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So
Just say in it after every thing.
So this one has 20 questions, but I feel like we can just tear this one apart with all of us. Okay, so question 1, what makes up the United Kingdom? Is it Wales, England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland? Is it Wales, England, and Scotland? Is it Wales, England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Republic of Ireland?
A.
yeah.
Wales, England, Scotland, Northern Ireland.
Is this like a group thing, or are you just
Yeah,
doing it yourself?
yeah. We're all gonna be United Kingdom citizens here today.
Wait,
Yeah,
hold
I'm
on.
almost dead sure. Yeah, it's Northern Ireland, but not the rest of Ireland for whatever fucking reason.
Okay,
Like,
There was a war.
that
How
is
come?
correct.
How come all
United-
the answers to the Canadian one wasn't just eh?
A.
It's A. It's not eh. It's not like we say A. We don't just not give a shit about anyone. Eh.
You
That was
mean
the
Canada's
most
not
American
empathetic?
thing you've ever said.
Yeah, in Canada it's eh, and in America it's just eh.
Yeah.
Damn. So yeah, that was correct. So next question here. Which title do many British women use to avoid indicating whether or not they are married? Miss, Miss, or Mrs. Ms, Miss, or Mrs.
Ms.
What Brock said.
Ms. All right.
That's.
and I know it's Ms. because I've played Olli on PS2.
Mhm.
It's Les
The art
Mis,
teacher,
isn't it?
Ms. Phillips.
Hang on, do you guys not use Mrs.?
I
Oh,
mean,
we
not like
It's not very often.
This is
not
new
as
to
much.
me.
It's super common. Yeah, it's super common. Yeah.
That is
Oh,
I think
correct.
most people don't really give a shit. Like, if you're not Mrs., then it's like, okay, you're like, you just say the name. I don't
It's
think we have
become-
like we don't really use the denomination because I don't think most people give a shit.
Plus you're-
It's used a lot now in schools. It's
Okay. Question 3. What is the minimum compulsory school leaving age in the UK? Is it 21, 16, or 18?
I have no idea.
The minimum
I-
compulsory.
There's no way
Say-
it's 16 though. Not a chance.
Maybe it's 18. I'm thinking.
Well,
Oh,
isn't it 16 here?
I thought it was
No,
18.
they're saying to leave. No. Wait.
Oh,
for
like
Canada,
just
sorry.
like where you're like you can just leave whatever.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
not like you
compulsory,
pick
right? Compulsory means you're forced to leave.
No, compulsory.
Well,
It's
compulsory means you have to
compulsory
stay.
Yeah, it's when you
Oh, it says compulsory school leaving age.
I'm gonna say 16.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's a safe answer. That is correct.
Okay. Oh fuck me.
That's actually out of date.
Oh.
I want to say it changed a few years ago. Well,
How old
sort of.
is this quiz then?
Well, it's kind of this weird thing. You can leave school at 16, but you can't leave education until you're 18.
I'll
Does that
have
make sense?
to
Me
go
when
to
I
their
became
newsletter. And
So, like, it
Report
used to be
that.
that you could leave school at 16 and just go like straight into a job. But you're not allowed to do that anymore. You have to go into either an apprenticeship or into like a vocational course. You have to stay in education until you're 18 nowadays. There's a whole
Interesting.
thing. It was a whole thing when they changed it.
okay, what do British celebrate on Bonfire Night on 5th of November? The failure
Day.
of Guy Fawkes to blow up the King and Houses of Parliament, the formation of United Kingdom, or the end of the Great Fire of London?
A.
A.
I
Yeah,
actually don't
I
know
feel
this.
like it'd be kind of fucked to like celebrate the end of a fire, but like celebrating by a fire.
To be fair, we are celebrating the failure of them trying to blow up Parliament.
Yeah, that
Like,
seems like a fair
set
thing
the
though. Like, hey, fuck
explosion.
you guys. That's like a
It's
there's a human pettiness that exists throughout cultures that is respectable.
bonfire night is really difficult to explain to people. I've realized, like growing up around it, it feels really normal, and then when you tell people the story about why we celebrate it and stuff, people are like, "That's weird." I'm like, "Yeah, no, yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah."
correct. That was correct, by the way. In case you didn't know.
Okay,
Which
like,
which of the following nationalities have the largest number of UK residents? Irish, Indian, or Polish?
I want to say Indian.
I feel yeah. I feel like it's Indian.
Yeah, I'm thinking Indian too. Yeah.
Mhm. All right, yeah, here we go. That is
Definitely not Polish.
correct. We are
I'm
killing this.
surprised it's still Indian because like do not underestimate the capacity of the Polish to sneak into every other country that I know of. I said
But
I mean,
with the greatest love to my friends who I grew up with who were Polish.
I mean,
Good Lord.
Germany kind of had that controlled for a bit, so.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! All right. No, I guess it was Indian just because like I've heard people from that country like bitch politically about foreigners coming in for long
Yeah.
enough that I would think it would be.
Yeah, and to be fair, yeah, Indians definitely had like the biggest like impact I'd say on like British, not just cuisine but just on culture in general.
Yeah.
Well, isn't Rishi Sunak Indian?
Yeah, he's Indian.
Like your PM's Indian now, even.
PM's Indian, the Scottish First Minister's Indian, and the no, it's not the UK, but the Irish Prime Minister, or Taoiseach, he's also Indian, Leo Varadkar.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which
Indians
leads us to our
leads us to our
next question. After English and Welsh and Wales, which English or which language is the most commonly spoken mother tongue in the UK? Is it Punjabi, Polish, or French?
French, I feel like, just because of the proximity.
Yeah.
What?
I'm thinking,
That's
I don't
what
know.
Brock's got the right logic going there. Same as me. Like, shouldn't it be Punjabi then? If India has the most.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Punjabi might. It's definitely not Polish because we already talked about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Just go with it.
I don't know. I'm 50-50 on Punjabi or French.
Why French?
Stop cheating by giving us that look, you fuck.
Okay, I'm gonna say Punjabi.
Yeah, fine, whatever.
That is incorrect. Answer is Polish.
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh,
Yeah, because like the Indian languages are split pretty evenly between like Punjabi, Urdu, Hindi, Bengali, Gujarati.
Oh, I guess.
Like not every
That's
Indian speaks the
true.
same language. Every Pole speaks Polish. Well, not every, but most.
Yeah, that's so true. Damn it.
I still would have thought the French
Yeah,
over
we're-
the fucking Polish though.
Okay, I'm gonna let you in on a secret.
in the UK.
I'm gonna
I
let
don't
you in
know.
on a
It's
secret
just
here. Like,
close by, man. I don't fucking
yeah, trade secret. They don't get along very well, and historically haven't.
I mean, yeah, but like, I mean, that's kind of history in general. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we don't have much to do with the French. We basically just throw things over the wall at each other.
Mm.
That's about it.
They
And
seem to like us
general-
during World War fucking II.
Damn, that's cold.
Well, you already brought up World War II, so fuck it. Might as well. This is the World War II podcast starring white men.
I've got a really good insight on the World War II. Yeah, let's do this.
Were you there?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's true. I was the war.
I was
True,
the war.
I was 2.
Anyway.
What is the most prominent religion in the UK?
Religion? Jesus.
Religion. Oh.
Is
What
it
religion do you belong to?
Is it Catholicism, Islam, or
Catholicism?
Catholicism. Fuck.
what?
Yeah, I'm sure that-
Catholicism. It's not Catholicism. It's Catholicism. That's how it's pronounced.
No, you're fucking with me. It's not
It's 'cause I'm-
Catholicism.
No,
It is.
It really is.
Holy shit, that is crazy. I've never heard
Whoa.
anyone pronounce Catholicism.
Yeah.
What
Go
the fuck?
Catholicism.
Right.
You mean none of your Catholic friends have?
I don't have any Catholic friends. What the...
Yeah, to be honest, I don't have any Catholic friends either, but the United States is pretty religious.
I am
so-
not a
Yeah.
religious person whatsoever. Is it seriously Catholicism?
yes.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh
fucking with
my
you. Yeah.
god.
I hear it more because I look at design inspiration for JRPGs.
Yeah.
They
I mean,
use
I think a
lot
lot of people just
Catholicism.
default to Christianity, even though it's not always the correct label. But
Damn.
Yeah.
That really blew my mind. Okay, anyway, is it that Islam or Angela?
Islam, Islam.
Okay.
Like, dude, come on.
Dallas is speedrunning heathenism.
It sounded like you're gonna butcher another one after Islam.
Yeah, let's hear the next
Yeah.
one, Dallas.
I can't wait to go to the state Arkansas,
Yeah.
Oh no.
Florida.
I'm not ready for
You
the no.
about to say atheism?
To be fair though, that's how like people in the southern United States say it is Islam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard people say it that way, but they're wrong.
First of all, it's the way we say it in the UK is Islam.
Fucking jalapeno over here. Like,
Yeah.
gee.
Yeah.
They're just like
I-
Islam are sheep.
I had a
Oh
friend who,
no.
for some reason, couldn't say the word quesadilla and would pronounce it as quisolda.
That's
That's
amazing.
great. I love it.
Okay, is it
We get
one of
that.
the
We get that in the state where I live because I live in the Pacific Northwest. So there was a pretty heavy Native American influence on a lot of the names. And so hearing people trying to read some of the Native American names of like towns is pretty funny because people
Are you-
just fuck it
Either
up.
in Washington or Oregon.
Oh, Oregon, but no, Washington. I'm in Washington.
all right, or the third option, which is oh fuck.
It's Anglicanism is the word you're looking
Okay, yeah, that one.
Wait, what?
I'll say it.
Anglicanism.
There you go.
To be honest, okay, that's one I've never actually heard, or if I've heard it, I've maybe only heard it once.
Okay, so the obvious answer would be Anglicanism.
Wow.
But I don't think that's true demographically anymore.
Mm.
Well,
Oh, you know what? This is I just read this part. This is 2015 certified. This is a 2015
Okay,
certified
so-
quiz. So it's
Even
not
that-
wrong.
I'm sorry. What were the three options now? There's Anglicanism.
I'm not
Islam.
repeating them.
okay, there's there's Islam, there's Catholics, and there's fucking whatever the other one is.
Anglican.
Because
No, but like, what is it though?
Which one?
Anglican.
Anakin?
It's Episcopalian.
It's
the
over
same as
Anglican.
Oh,
I have
okay.
to. I think it's Anglicanism.
What do you think, Brock?
I'm really pessimistic, so I'm gonna say Islam. But
Mm.
Yeah, because there was a stat a couple years ago that like the fastest growing Islamic country is the United States. No,
Mhm.
so like
I think it's Catholicism.
I'm gonna go with
Oh
Islam
man,
as
there's three different
well.
answers.
Yeah, one of us will be right at least.
yay.
You know, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna switch to Islam. I mean, Islam.
The proper term is convert.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm gonna convert to Islam.
I don't think you're gonna like it.
Oh, you know what? Okay, as I looked this up, it mentions this is like part of the whole Protestant thing. So I think that's probably where I would know the name
All
more
right,
so.
I'm submitting answer. Islam is incorrect. It's Anglicanism.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who knew
most
that?
people-
Who knew that the English religion is the most popular religion in
I
England?
thought it'd be a trick question though.
No, most people still like even today. Like most people I know still baptize their kids in the Church of England. It's just a dumb thing.
Okay, which of the following was not invented in the UK? Chicken tikka masala, peanut butter, or Marmite?
Sorry, what was the last?
Chicken masala.
Which of the
Chicken
following was
masala.
which of the following was not invented in the UK? Chicken
Hang on,
tikka
how can
tikka
this
masala.
guy not pronounce Catholicism or any other word, but can say chicken tikka masala pretty well without having to do
Look,
the
I'm great with food. Food's
Look,
fine.
Dallas played Pokemon Sun and Moon, so
Hey,
I did not
in
play
previous,
Pokemon Sun and Moon.
there was an episode previously where it was like people came up with band names and then they went up against AI band names. He chose all the food ones. This guy's like this
I'm a
guy has
foodie.
one brain cell and
I'm the-
it's like dedicated to food.
Yeah, I have one brain cell and it's only
and
food.
it's hungry.
It's
And it's
hungry.
hungry.
And one brain cell
I
in your
know.
stomach.
I think I know what the answer is, but I want to see what you guys think.
Chicken masala.
Yeah.
I actually think
Is
it's,
that
it's Marmite.
Marmite's a
I'm not actually.
pretty,
I
pretty
changed it.
English thing.
I saw
But-
Ollie's look. I think it's peanut butter.
Oh,
wait, hold on.
it's in
Wait, peanut
fact
butter.
peanut butter.
Oh, it is peanut butter because of
100%.
fucking Carver, right?
Yeah, that's a U.S. thing.
Yeah. It's peanut butter. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, submit answer. Correct. That was a close one because I remember that we literally just talked about peanut butter. Like,
Yeah, it's just peanut butter is so common in the U.S. It went over us staters. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
we're
that's
like peanut butter. That can't be the answer to something. It's too
That's
normal.
one of
Yeah,
the
tikka masala is like it was invented in the UK.
It is invented in Glasgow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All people thought it was
well-
Indian, but it's not.
I mean, the
Yeah.
UK colonized so much. That's why so many different things are invented.
Yeah, they
Oh, yeah.
they went to steal so many spices, and out of all of that, they made tikka masala.
We did. Yeah. Tikka masala was made in Glasgow. The Balti was made in Birmingham. It's wonderful stuff.
How
Can't beat
often?
it.
How often is a general election held in the UK? Every 4 years on Thursday in May, or every 5 years on Thursday in May, or every 5 years or sooner if the Prime Minister decides?
Okay, I have no clue, but considering that our colony came from a lot of English documents, I would think that we probably went with what they did. So I'm gonna guess 4, but I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like that's reasonable. I'm gonna say 4 as well.
I'm gonna
Anyone?
abstain.
I want to go
Oh.
for the last one.
I
The
would
5
too,
years?
because if earlier, if
Plus the
What does Milk think? He's the tiebreaker.
I spaced out, so I'll go with the most popular one.
Or
The
the-
problem
the-
is not
it's-
that's a tiebreaker. That's the whole point.
It's a tiebreaker.
Oh
Is
no,
is it 4 or 5 or 5? What's the difference between the two 5s?
it's 5.
Brock and I are saying it's the one where the prime minister can also decide to hold it early.
Oh yes, that
Ooh.
one. Mhm.
Yeah. All right, I'm cool with that one. Then that's good.
Wait,
Truly don't even know what the question was about. I got distracted.
oh,
It's when they hold elections. That's pretty much the question.
Oh, yeah, it's a monarchy, so yeah, prime minister can make it early.
okay. So 5 years if the Prime Minister decides.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I can't wait. I
Oh.
can't wait for this quiz to show up. Be like, who is the current queen?
It's every 5 years on the first Thursday in May. So I guess
we have it's both it's kind of both true because we have what we had. Oh god, this is gonna be boring. We have a thing called the fixed term act, but also they can hold it early. Like we had 2015, 2017, 2019. We had a lot of elections. I voted so much.
All right, we're halfway through the quiz. Which of the following is considered poor etiquette in the UK? Eating lunch at your desk, arriving at someone's house to say hello uninvited, or arriving at dinner at someone's house 15 minutes late? I'm going to say
I'm not
arriving.
sure the answer. I don't know. I consider all of those to be a bit of a faux pas.
It's because you're English. Everything's a faux pas.
Everything is a faux pas.
I
A
feel
faux pas.
I feel like arriving 15 minutes late is kind of like a poor etiquette for like everywhere. So for England specifically, I'm going to say arriving at someone's house to say hello uninvited.
Pop in.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good to me.
All right. That is
Sure.
correct. Sweet.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Like, while all those would be considered like not done, like dropping in by someone's house, unless you're in like a really small village, would definitely be considered a kind of a brazen thing to do.
Oh, fuck. This is this is such a long one. It's your 6-month review, and your boss says to you, "I might suggest." Oh, I got to do this in a British accent. "I might suggest that you consider making a development plan to improve your sales." And you feel sure that sales are improving. So what do you do? Do you ignore your boss' suggestion as you feel confident your sales are improving? Do you prioritize making a development plan as your boss clearly thinks it is important? Or do you decide to wait a couple of weeks to see if the sales improve before spending time on a development plan?
Okay, this whole thing now to me feels like an English citizenship test, and it's like, okay, these are the warm up questions. Okay, now let's start. So, if your boss,
Yeah. If your boss is traveling at 80 miles an hour going northbound,
Actually, 80 kilometers.
oh, that's
yeah,
well. See, that's the answer. Is that you're like actually it's supposed to be full of. It's a trick question.
Yeah. I think prioritize making development plan.
just guess.
I'm just gonna guess.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I
That is
completely tuned
correct.
out that
All
whole
right,
question.
cool.
I think we're good. I think
Oh my
we've
God,
gotten the
yeah.
majority of them
You're
right. I
totally
think
right.
we're officially
This is totally was like
English.
veered into. You just joined a new job. Your manager sends everyone in the team an email asking for opinions about a big decision that needs to be made. How should you respond? Assure that the email isn't for you and you're new to the team. I feel like this is just like, I don't know, this feels like a service like this is
Yeah,
this
sounds
doesn't
like
this doesn't
this
feel
sounds
British
like
to me.
no, these sounds feel like questions that I get asked in like an online like job application.
job interview.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
this
I'm
feels like when
saying,
I worked at Tesco.
Quick question: email hasn't hit the UK yet.
I'm gonna guess this one is wrong anyway. Um there is a meeting with your British team and the debate starts to get quite heated between the two team members. Who starts to raise their voice in anger? What do you do? Tell them who you think is right, make a joke to break the tension, or ask them to continue the conversation after the meeting.
There's not like a right, like a what the fuck?
What is this quiz, Dallas?
Yeah, this is.
I
I think
don't.
I'm sure there could be like, oh, this is like customary, but like that's not like
Quiz. Like,
The first
fucking
10, the
quiz
first
things
10
like this should be about like
Like
specific
the
yes or
first
like
10
correct
questions
answers.
are like fair. They're cool,
Yeah, the first 10
unique,
questions are actually quiz questions, and now it's
and
like
now it's just
survey.
interview questions. Like,
Did you
Yeah.
open it up on like a British like job application site or something? Like first they want to test to see
okay,
if you're
londonschool.com.
We're all getting jobs with British
Does
Petroleum.
wait,
I'm so
Ollie,
excited.
does londonschool.com ring a bell to you? Or is that
Hang on, London School.
.com.
londonschool.com? This is where I'm getting the quiz from.
Not
well,
.uk.
yeah, that's it's the London School of English, and it does like business. It's for like businessmen.
Well, that makes sense then.
Okay, so we're probably just like being
Okay, let
tested on like
me.
whether we're good job applicants.
Next question. You bump into a business. How would you address senior manager? No.
Dallas, we got it. We got it. I think we're good on that one. Do you want to do a quick United States one? It's just
Yeah.
10 questions.
Oh yeah, sure. Do you
Okay,
have it
cool.
up already?
Yeah, I have it up.
Okay, sweet.
So
Perfect.
becoming a U.S. citizen. To become a citizen of the United States, prospective Americans must demonstrate their knowledge of basic American history, geography, and the rights and responsibilities that come with citizenship. During an oral exam, applicants are asked 10 civics questions, select from a list of 100, and must answer 6 correctly to pass. How
Ooh.
well did you do? Okay, so this is like 10 out of 100, and you gotta get 6 of them. So here's question number 1. Who becomes the president of the United States if the president and vice president should die? And the answers are, hold on, it's a list of 4 answers. Answer A, an election is held. B, the Supreme Court appoints someone. C, the Secretary of Defense. And D, the Speaker of the House, which of course Milk is not allowed to participate in this, nor am I.
Because I so know it so well, so much.
Yeah.
I know the answer to this. It's the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Speaker of the House of Representatives. Then it's the I think it's then the Senator pro tempore, and then it goes to like Secretary of State, and then it goes down the cabinet. By
All right, nerd. We only asked what the third one was. Shit.
I know, but I'm just showing off.
All right. Is that your guys' final answer? The four you need. November Down needs to come together and decide.
Yeah.
Is this the
Come
final answer?
together right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Speaker of the House. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm
Sure.
looking at correct.
Yay, we did it. Good job,
Okay,
team.
Okay, question number 2. What kind of government does the United States have? Democracy, socialist, communist, or Republican?
Public.
Republican.
Fucking communist over there.
Okay, Nixon.
This is from PBS. So if anyone's wondering.
Okay, that's kind of like our
Communist.
Yeah. Okay, so which of those? Democracy, socialist, communist, or Republican? I think they're kind of
Democracy,
worded
right?
weird on these.
It's a republic, not
No,
Republican.
it's democracy though, because it's like it's
no, it's not.
voted
It's
on.
a republic.
It's voted on the majority of people. Like
It's a
But
republic.
I would feel more confident saying it because it's definitely Republic.
It's a republic.
I'm gonna say,
How
I'm gonna
much-
say democracy.
how much democracy it is,
Okay, so
I'm not
that's
saying
2-1. Brock has to beat the has to.
I'm
What are
gonna
you
go
going with?
because democracy seems
Okay,
too
yeah.
obvious. So yeah.
Well, fuck you guys.
Wrong. Correct answer. Democracy. What?
Yeah,
okay,
you
so this.
motherfuckers!
No,
You
no.
motherfuckers
Hold on.
didn't believe me.
No. That's actually weird because it's the Democratic Republic is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's based on the French.
Well,
Because what happens is I'm gonna give you guys the right one on that because fuck
Yeah, because
that.
like you're saying like, oh,
Yeah.
it's not a republic. It is a republic.
guys- I'm
You
right.
don't vote,
It's
no,
a-
because you don't vote 1-to-1 on like the stuff. You vote in people who then vote on the stuff.
Well, that's
Yeah.
representative democracy, and now we're getting into
Yeah.
it.
Anyway, whatever. So we're gonna continue with that one. That one's a wash.
All right.
What is the last day you can?
All right.
Yeah, whatever. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? March 15th, May 15th, April 15th, or July 4th?
This is without an extension.
March 15th.
I'm gonna say April 15th.
March 15th.
Yeah, is April's. Is April.
I remember a Simpsons episode about this.
Oh, The Simpsons is always, and I don't mean this in a sarcastic way. The Simpsons is great for weird trivia that sticks with you for the rest of your life.
Okay, what are we at? We had 2 for March and 1 for April.
I'm April.
I'm April,
two-
so 2 April.
2 April for 1
okay.
in March. Okay, so and then Brock is
Tiebreaker once again.
Oh, I'm with Ollie and Alex there.
Of course you are.
okay. So April. All right. April is correct.
Damn.
Congratulations. Okay, here's a fun one. In what year was the Constitution written? Is it 1787, 1801, 1645, or 1492?
I was thinking it was
1787.
17.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would agree with Ollie.
1787.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because
Correct.
first
Yeah.
year was different stuff.
What is the minimum voting age in the United States? Is it 21, 16, 18, or 28?
21.
18.
What's the
28,
youngest you can be to vote?
28 definitely. Yeah,
18.
21.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
18.
that. This one.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so
18.
okay. What are the stop with the ship post answers? What are you actually?
18.
18.
Okay.
21.
18.
Okay. I
Program
love
now.
that Dallas just keeps getting fucking vetoed out. And to be honest, it's a good thing you're doing it because yeah, it's 18.
Dude,
Who's right?
How many
I'm
original states were there? So the states at the time that the country became a country. Was it 2, 25, 13, or 50?
13.
13.
13.
Yeah.
It is 13. You are right.
Yeah.
What is the name of the national anthem? Is it America the Beautiful, the Star Spangled Banner, My Country 'Tis of Thee, or God Bless the USA?
I feel like there's a trick
Brock
question. 'cause
got it.
There's like 2 questions. There's like 2 national anthems, right?
No.
Yeah.
The
No,
Star,
there's a lot of patriotic songs like
the
you'll
Star,
hear, like,
Star Spangled Banner, and
Star Spangled.
The spangled batter.
When I stain my banner.
Spangled cookies.
the
Okay.
Spangly, so you've got the Spangly Dangly, which is the actual national anthem, but then you've got
and then
like,
America the
like,
Beautiful.
Look,
Well,
we
yeah.
have a lot of fucking patriotic, like old timey songs. All right, so
Okay, probably.
this
I'm
one's
gonna
supposed to
go.
be
I'm gonna go with the older one. I think it's the Star Spangled.
okay. America
Yeah,
the
that
Beautiful,
one.
Star Spangled Banner, My Country 'Tis of Thee, God Bless the USA. Those are the
Star
things. What
Spangled
would you do?
Banner. I think we've all said Star Spangled Banner.
Okay.
Or as close as
Well,
Alice
I
can
was
get
trying
to
to
it.
say it, but you
Yeah,
know.
correct. It is Star Spangled Banner. Yeah.
All right, cool.
What is the capital of the United States? Is it Philadelphia, PA,
Philadelphia.
Washington, D.C., Boston, MA, or New York, NY?
Trick question: Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah. Trick question: Vancouver, Washington.
That does exist, but not
does
one of the
exist.
answers. It also
Uh,
isn't even the capital of its own state.
I think we all know it.
Yeah,
It's Washington,
it's
D.C.,
Washington
yeah.
D.C.
Yeah, it is indeed. Yeah. Now, not on the thing, but my own question: do you know what DC stands for?
District
District
of
of
Columbia.
Columbia.
Yes.
D's.
Oh.
D's nuts.
Jeez, God.
Okay. What do you call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? Is it the Articles of Confederation, the Emancipation Proclamation, the Federalist
Proclamation. Am I
Papers,
right?
or the Bill of Rights?
The Bill of Rights.
The Bill of Rights.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the Bill of Rights. I mean, Articles of Confederation was the first draft of sort of like
Yeah.
governance.
Oh,
in
yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
1777.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got it confused
Emancipation
with the Federalist
Proclamation.
Papers for a minute, but no.
Yeah, Federalist
You're right.
Papers is Hamilton's ramblings, and then the Emancipation Proclamation was like the precursor to like
Alexander Rambleton.
Yep.
Anyway,
That's correct.
okay, so we're what do you vote on?
Bill of Rights.
Bill
Yeah.
of Rights.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Hell yeah, it's Bill. Bill Wright sitting on
Bill,
the steps. Okay, how many changes or amendments are there to the Constitution? Is it 100, 5, 27, or 45?
27.
7.
Oh,
That sounds right.
that seems so specific though.
Yeah, because they come in gradually. It's not like they come in chunks.
I guess so.
That's like 15th Amendment.
I'm gonna
Guys,
go with 45. Just be.
Guys, we can't add a new amendment. It's too like specific. How many we have?
Well, to be fair, it's one of the things that like one of the arguments I've heard the most about why like
It's
why
27.
yeah,
Okay.
like why DC or like Puerto Rico can't be a state because there's 100 senators and it's nice. Like you've reached 50, and like I think a lot of people like to be at 50, like a neat 50.
Mm-hmm.
I say we just drop one of the Dakotas, honestly.
Yeah, fuck the Dakotas.
Or you can take out Nebraska.
To be fair, like
We could just give Hawaii back.
yeah,
Yeah.
give
That's
Hawaii
true.
back. Maybe realize that the Florida project is not working either.
We'll take Alaska.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, you know what? We're fine with
Give Canada their backyard back. Just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna look through because I had the whole list of 100 here. We're not gonna do 100 because that'd be insane.
Oh, jeez.
But instead,
many
what I
do we
want to
have?
do, because I think that one question was kind of stupid, and so we'll ask the most important question here to replace it. When do we celebrate Independence Day? There's no like multiple choice. You just need to know it.
4th of July, baby.
Hell yeah, and that's important because as we're recording this, it's the 2nd of July.
You're wrong. The real answer is every day in the heart of a true American.
Yeah.
It's only 2 more.
And I'm proud to be an American.
It's a beautiful thing when
I knew I'm free.
it's
The only
just
thing
beautiful
that's like
when-
significant about the 4th of July to me is that it's the one day of the year that the movie Independence Day is on every channel.
That's awesome. We should have that for Canada. I don't know what movie we would play.
What's our national
Groundhog's
bird,
Day.
by the way?
It's the bald eagle. But
Yes, specifically the bald eagle.
do you know what Benjamin Franklin wanted the national animal to be?
I don't think I do off the top of my head.
He wanted it to be the turkey.
I do like that idea.
That would.
We slaughter a lot of them.
I'm something of a turkey myself, actually.
Collectively, we've got the intelligence.
I don't know what you're insinuating by that, Brock. I don't think I want to those. I remain intrigued.
I'm pretty sure I've told this story before, but one time, like, we went to Taco Bell, and I think it was like it was like August or September,
Oh, yeah, there was a
and
turkey
like
hanging out,
someone,
right?
yeah, someone had like a pet turkey on a leash like outside of in the parking lot of Taco Bell, and we were just like, well, that bird's gonna die soon, as it's like November is like Thanksgiving.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
It's just odd. I've never seen a turkey on a fucking leash.
Fun fact: our band name is actually a reference to the genocide of turkeys that takes place in the U.S. Once in a while.
Mm.
That's what I'm gonna tell Colin next time we're at the camp.
Hell yeah! Shout out to the Armenian genocide. Turkey, right?
But it's about the Armenian genocide. November
Playing-
is about the Turkey genocide.
Yeah.
We-
Actually, funny enough, yeah, I think the Armenians would be pretty okay with the Turkey genocide at this point. But
Yeah, well, that's politics.
yep.
A small town band in Saskatoon predicts Armenian genocide.
No,
It already happened. What?
I think Dallas is Turkish.
I think it's like, do we,
There hasn't been one, but there could be if you wanted one.
guys? I'm being serious. We maybe need to like Billy Madison, Dallas, and send him back to school for a bit.
Yes, I will go back to school.
We should do like
Claim
a we should do
victory.
like a Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader episode to try to quiz me on simple.
Just watch Dallas's ego death live on camera.
Oh yeah.
This
For
has
sure.
just convinced me though that this band needs to be a pub quiz team.
Yeah. That's so good. Well, we're reaching to the end here. Before we go over to our group outro, Ollie, is there anything you want to plug yourself with, other than?
Plug yourself with.
He said that the last few times. I don't know, promote. I guess. It's probably the better word. I'm not sure.
No, I like this better.
Yeah. I'm just gonna plug myself for a little bit, guys. Obviously, I'm the final member of November Down to be on the podcast. Obviously, with Alex and Brock, and obviously Dallas.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I'm part of November Down. I'm the bassist, backup vocalist, and frankly, the heart and soul and the liver of the band.
You
I
say
also do my own
say
music.
the liver.
The liver, yeah. I'm also a musician. I also do my own solo stuff under the name Olli Eldrick. I've got an EP coming out soon. Well, I say soon, like I haven't even started recording it, but it won't take long. And yeah, and I'm going to be, and also in a couple of weeks, as of the recording of this episode, I will be on the Funky Moose podcast as well. So you'll hear my sultry voice talking about slightly less crude, well, slightly different crude things over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you're ever in the great province of Saskatchewan, you can see me play live somewhere
Ooh.
in some capacity.
You know who else you
It's
can see
all
live in
very-
Do
Saskatchewan?
that one day. Your
The
mom?
whole of it down.
Yeah, the rest of us.
Yeah,
And this is the whole band, November Down.
the whole November down.
We got
And
the whole
Mill,
November
and
Down.
Gypsy.
Wait, can I have like a fun idea for the outro?
Okay, what?
What if each person reads off their national anthem,
Mm,
like from their country?
okay, yeah.
Well, the entire national anthem.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, like you know, like these three read off the Canadian one, you read off the
All at the same time.
British one, and then and then Milk and I read off the fucking whatever. Yeah, because
Okay.
what happens is that we all read off something at the same
It's too
time, or
bad,
we just come up with some random shit.
It's too bad Emma's not here. Although she'd be singing the national anthem of New Zealand or whatever.
Oh yeah, fuck, we can't. Damn.
That'd been crazy.
I don't even know what the national anthem of New Zealand is actually.
Yeah, she's on here like tomorrow. Usually. Get it?
Oh, time zones.
Well,
uh,
jeez, this guy. Actually, to be fair, anyone on the East Coast, it is tomorrow. So
Yeah.
that's true. All right, let's move on to our group outro where everyone says their national anthem at the exact same time. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, can you see in our home and nature, through hatred lies trust. The true north, strong and free.